Well, good afternoon or evening down your way. It's a beautiful morning here in Crete, and we have located a store here in Crete that I wanted to show everybody. The store here is called Misilis Aquarium and Pets Shop in Crete. Crete is a part of an island of Greece that we have been staying at now for a couple of weeks because we've got family here. And let me tell you guys, I've been searching for an aquarium store here in Crete, and it's been very, very hard. They're all like little local, what I would call like local stores with about 3 fish tanks in them, and they've all got the same product in there, a couple of goldfish, some coloured widows and stuff like that. So I stumbled across this one with help of my niece. So we've been looking for something like this for a while now, and she knew just the place to take me. So now that she's had a day off, she's brought me down to Misilis, and I am quite pleasantly surprised. So I want to take you into the store. It's just behind me here, and show you around. It is quite unique because they do a few things differently here, but very much plant orientated again. But it just seems to be that they only either do aquarium and aquascaping here in Greece, or there's not very many people that do everything. But this store here has, or seems to have, quite a bit of everything. Even a little pond out the front. So they're just apparently it's under construction, but definitely was a starting point, because to be honest, there's been nothing like this anywhere here in Crete. So I'm about to go inside now. Spoiler alert, I have been inside already, but I wanted to just show you guys everything. And there's actually more than one part to this place, so, and they do quite a few things. So it might be a little bit of a longer video, but I am going to take you all through it, and we'll go from there. All right. So let's go through. So we are trading at the moment, so we'll try and keep away from everybody's out of everyone's toes. So here we have our first display tank. Now they fill this up with coloured widows. Now the coloured widows here in Europe, and it seems to be the thing in every store, they're all those colour injected or colour enhanced species of fish, where they get the fish and they inject colour into them. But besides that, the tank structure or layout is quite nice, being 2 arches, 1 on each side, and it's quite a big tank. This one's it'd be about a 5-foot aquarium, about 150 centimeters in total length. Now just over here, before we continue into the fish room, aquail is massive here in Europe, and as you guys know, we have been getting quite a bit of aquail through the store, but absolutely great to see a really fine product. And here it's one of their premium products. What they do have that I haven't seen is these inline heaters, so I will have to ask my rep about those. They have won some discus competitions, as you guys probably remember seeing Abyssos aquariums in Athens that I did a video on. These guys got grand champion, so they actually they took out first place all in all in 2024's Best Discus 2024 pattern with a brown base. So very, very good there. Seachem's another big brand here as well. There's a fair bit of Seachem product, and obviously the API, Tropica, and even Green Aqua's Ferts there as well. So they do a lot of dog and cat stuff here, even though they don't sell dogs and cats. But I just want you guys all to know the layout of stores here is really, really different because they don't have so much space. So I'm just going to run you downstairs. All right, everybody, sorry about that, but we did lose connection. So I don't know how far we got there, but the kind storekeepers have given me their Wi-Fi, so hopefully this works. So back downstairs, I don't know how far before it cut out, but we have their warehouse here with all their rocks and woods and stuff like that. All their different soils and things as well, lights, more different styles of woods and things like that as well. I'm trying to be quick because the Wi-Fi signal is very low down here because it is in the sort of the warehouse section of the shop. But they build like little scapes, and what they've been telling me is they actually do a lot of these, and they actually send them all over Greece. That's why there's not that many shops. These guys have pretty much dominated that section, which is really cool. So there's no one else here that sort of does this in the Greece sector so much. So I'm going to go straight through the fish room now. It's a little fish room, but there is two more other rooms I want to show you as well. So to start off with, they do have their discus side. Now, just remembering they have won a few discus awards here as well, so it is part of it. Beautiful Anubias in this tank as well. Now in here is a small little fish room. Now in this fish room, we do all our little standard mollies and stuff like that. I'll tell you, a lot dearer than Australia in that sector, but there is a few things that are a lot cheaper. So especially this guy. So I don't know if we can focus well enough, but hopefully you guys can see the color of that. Now that is, and I kid you not, it's not the lights, that is a blue Texas. I have to admit that this is probably the bluest Texas I've ever seen. And I don't know, I have spoken to people in the past that I don't think we have blue Texas in Australia, even though a lot of people claim to have it, but these guys are almost like an electric blue. Almost reminds me of electric blue Jack Dempsey, but in a Texas. Which is kind of cool. They do have your standard little goldies and stuff like that here as well, and certain different types of nearite snails. Just trying to make sure that focus is here, and they've also got the Clinton nearite snails as well, quite cheap here in because obviously they're snails and they breed frequently, but for us it's like $200. For them it's like $10. Their plant sale tanks are here. More so over here. And again on the top, I found majority of the types are very similar to the ones we have in Australia, but I did see one in another store that I forgot to point out, and that was Anubias Jade. This spun me out, Plecostomus. So chopper plecos, €6, which is like $10 Australian. That's nuts. Oscars are about the same price when you convert. These guys are about as big as your hand. And there used to be goldfish down there, but there isn't any left. They have their tissue cultures here in a fridge, which is I actually quite like. Looks like they're set at about 15 degrees, 12 and 15 degrees. So might be something we might end up looking at down the track. Brought to us by Tropica, these fridges, which is pretty cool. The coloured widows that were in the front, I do not condone them. It's not something I like, but you know, we got to be. Not everybody, we got to understand that not every country feels the same way. They're massive overseas in Asia and in Europe as well. lyre-tail koi swords here as well. Some of their oranda species. But I find our quality of orandas are very different. Some more goldfish down here as well. I thought I saw something, might have been in the other sector, but they've also got their plants laid out in little pots as well, all through here. And like I said, space is limited, so they do have all their sea chem gear up the top as well. A lot of, which goes hand in hand with AQL, is all the Easy Life products and fertilizers. They said it's one of their biggest ones. Easy Life, their Easy Life comes in a different bottle to ours. Ours is those big white ones, the filter fluid medium, but all their Vogel, Profido, Easy Carbo, all that sort of stuff is quite high here. Now, what they do here is what they do here is Idomaneus. This is Idomaneus. He's one of the aquascapers here. And what they also do here is he's got a bit of a packing bench going on at the back here, and plants and stuff. What they're actually doing is they're actually producing plants here in store, and what they do is they ship them all around Greece and other parts of Europe. Is that right?
Yes.
Other parts of Europe and stuff, and so they've got a big packing section dedicated for their plants and bits and pieces. So, like I said, where they even do their live through here as well. Oh, nice. So they've got these little cardboard boxes, styrofoam inserts that are cut out, and obviously a lid to go with. So this one just goes on top of the unit. Oh, they've even got a foil bag that goes inside for insulation as well. So that's pretty special. Not something that we see in Australia. So they put heat packs throughout winter, and they actually put ice packs through summer, because the summer here get up to what, Saranda Vatmus?
Yes.
Yeah, about 40 degrees their summer averages out at, and that's not a super hot summer for them, but that's what it sort of averages out of. So these cold packs go into the boxes with the fish, just like so, and they get shipped all around Europe, which is kind of cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to another part of their store now. So hopefully I don't lose connection there as well. We're outside, as you can see. We've left the store section there, and we are going to another section, which is across the road. So like I said, here in Greece, they don't have the space like we do. So they'll very often take on a couple of premises and do it all as one shop. So you have to go across the road. Very hard to man, but still nonetheless. Back around here. So as we said in the other store, they do a lot of the plant cultivation and stuff here, and they also supply a lot of other stores and homes and whatnot, customers all throughout Greece. So these are a lot of their planter tanks and scapes. There is another room in here as well, which I'll take you through as well. There was a winning competition tank in there. And I must say, very well kept store as well. So all the tanks look pristine, clean, all the glass is all clean, the water's nice and pure. I know a lot of you guys would be more about the trimming, but you've got to remember with these guys is they're actually growing the plants to cultivate them as well. So they do sell plants out of these tanks as well. So if a customer comes in here, they will actually take the plant out and sell it directly from the aquarium. So this one here is one of their sale tanks. Different type of guppies, the king cobra and nereid snail. We don't even get them. They could be, above 200 Australian dollars. They're $3.50 here, which is roughly about $7, $8. all their guppies. It's in here as well, what they cultivate from. Dryscapes, they're actually doing, just like we do, our dryscapes where you can pick up the dryscape and take it home. They do the same sort of thing here, and more of a larger scale. We sort of tend to do the more nano tanks, but they're doing it in, 60 centimeter. That looks like about a 60 by 30 by 38. That one there, with looks like an aquarium. Oh, that's the aquarium scaper tank, I think it is. So we can get these in Australia. That's quite a nice light system. So I haven't seen one in person, so that's quite nice there. A little polydarium here. There's, you've got some of your glass shrimp and stuff at the bottom here, and terrestrial grown plants on the top as well. Just show me something. Oh, little crabs. That's cool. Vampires? Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So they've got some little vampire crabs here. I'm hoping my zoom will go through. He's so cute. So they've got the little vampire crabs here. So 15 euros, roughly about 35 Australian dollars, which is very cheap again, pricing wise. And then we've got this beautiful tank. Love that red lotus. All the Cypress alfarii is grown in, almost like a carpet in here, which is pretty cool. I love these big square tanks. So this is, it looks like a 90 by 90, and probably roughly about 30 high. Cube, which is quite nice. Growing a floor carpet. Marsilea granata as a floor carpet, which is quite interesting. It looks like it's like a taproot, so it keeps running through and increasing and cultivating itself, which is pretty interesting. You can see here it sort of just creeps over, just more like hair grass does. Another tank full of plants that they sell. The boys here have told me that these plant tanks are full. Every week they get chock-a-block full, and by the weekend they're almost empty, which is great news to hear, considering a lot of the stores tell me that they struggle in the sense of fish keeping here, but it's because these guys send all over Europe, not so much here in Crete. Okay, we do have our African ciplet wall, a lot of sorteds up there. We've got some red top pommies and some, we call these red cap perspiceps. Here they call them red top Bumbi. But yeah, they're our orange cap perspiceps. We've got our snow whites, otherwise known as the albino. No yellows there, just see the quality of yellows there, but it's a beautiful Venustus. Again, 550, it's about $9.90, so say $10 Australian. See, these are Bolivian these are gold dust earth eaters at €12. Looks like we've got some ID sharks down the bottom here again. Also another fish I haven't seen, there's little catfish at the back. Almost thought they were Mister's catfish, but they're not Mister's catfish, the little ones. They are called Pagacias. So I haven't seen those before, or glass dwarf Pagacias. So I haven't seen them before. Look, Synodontis eurycterus down the bottom there as well. They did have some blood parrots, but I missed out on those. You guys know I like my blood parrots. So we've got some beautiful fronties here. The fronties here, the little babies, like the quality's so good. So real solid black bars, but some of these guys are absolutely stunning in barring and color as well. We'd all have the fish we couldn't have here, yet all the ones we could have down there that we take for granted aren't readily available here. These are another color enhanced species. These are the glow danios. So they're just assorted zebra danios, and what they've done is they've these guys here don't do it, but the wholesalers do it. They just inject them with color, which obviously is more frowned upon in Australia. So that's the normal ones. So thankfully here they give people the option. They say you can have it with or without. So obviously, judging by the fact that there's not many in this tank, it looks like people are choosing to go with the more natural species. Scissor-tailed raspberry. This is the other room here. So in here you get some beautiful discus. Look at these. And we were just having a chat with the young fellow that works here, and we were trying to work out comparison. Something like this go for about 350 to 400 Australian. And here they're only 95 euros. So 95 euro is about 150, 160 dollars. So this gives you an eye opener. These guys do have to travel and they go a long way. But don't forget their summers are like 40. We're going into winter now and it's like 30. So 28 degrees. They've got all their dry goods here, and now they have 3 tanks. So I'm going to scoot through these 3. Okay. So what I just got told is these guys were in a competition. Αυτό πήρε το πρώτο βραβείο. Ναι. Και πόσα χρόνια έχει πάει αυτό?
Αυτό είναι πρώτη χρονιά, το 26 ήταν ανά 2 χρόνια, το 26 θα ξαναγίνει. Το Γενάρη, τώρα Γενάρη-Φλεβάρη θα είναι στη Θεσσαλονίκη το Pet Festival. Πάλι θα έχει μηνύδριακο εξοπλισμό.
Okay, so what I've just been told
αυτό το
is...
εγώ, πήρε το πρώτο βραβείο, ο Μπάμπης ο Μπλόσκας, είναι και στην Aquaflora ο Μπάμπης ο Μπλόσκας, γνωστός. Ο Σωτήρης ο Παπάς με τον Αντώνη τον Ζορμπά αυτό, aquascape είναι αυτή, και ο Σάββας ο Σιδηρόπουλος του Βαγκούμι.
Okay, so for all of you guys that didn't understand the Greek side of things, this is a competition, aquarium. It's for an aquascaping competition in Greece, the first year that it got put up. So very much like us a few years ago, where we didn't have too many competitions and whatnot until they started doing them at the Eka, and obviously the Eka had been doing them for a while, but no one really knew about them. And Dimax sort of started doing the first ones. These here are 4 competition tanks that got entered by 4 different people. This one here was from our awesome hosts, which took out first place. And then we've got a couple others here from other aquascapers in the area that came down and did it. They're interesting. So for their first sort of aquascaping, and they've just started getting into aquascaping here in Greece, like literally this is the first store. They're doing quite well. This one, out of the 3, probably this one's more my style and my favorite. But an awesome opportunity to come through here. And I just want to say a big thank you for staying tuned with all of it, and I'm hoping you enjoyed all the content. It's been really awesome to be able to try and locate, and hard at the same time, try to locate all these stores to show you guys what it's like in different countries and aquascaping event. And so I hope they have a heap more, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. I've got one more stop to do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have time to find any in my next location before we come back to Australia, but I will try. All right, thanks heaps, guys, and I appreciate you watching.